the early end of the day, giving us an opportunity to catch up with Kevin Ferguson.
Kevin, there's a long history of racing cars with iconic paint jobs. The Martini cars, the golf racing cars. Tell us a little bit about yours.
Well, my car is just celebrating the Constitution. The Constitution is the reason why we have freedom and prosperity in this country, and I think a lot of people have forgotten what it is. A lot of times people say it's associated with the Tea Party. It has nothing to do with that. It's about the Constitution. It's made to look like like it's written on old parchment. The quotes written on it are from the Founding Fathers, as if they wrote it on the car with a Sharpie. And it's just to remind people that, hey, we have a great country here, and we need to remember what made it great.
When did you first come up with the idea?
A year and a half, 2 years ago, I'd actually wrecked at Hallett, and I pretty much had to replace most of the body panels on the car and a lot of other work. And I said, well, I got to do a new wrap. And so I was like, well, what can I do? And I handpicked all of the quotes. There's 14 quotes on the car, and they're all from Thomas Jefferson and things like that. I think one of the quotes is on the it's a very short quote, and it's kind of, most people won't think much about it, but it's where Nathan Hale said that I regret that I have but one life to give for my country. Well, he was being hung at that time. The British had him basically said, what are your last words before we hang you? And that's what he said. I mean, that's amazing to have somebody like that in this country that's a founding father that's willing to die and wishes they could die twice to make this country great.
Well, one thing that isn't the Constitution, and it's on your car, is Craftlogic software. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Craftlogic started in 2003. I've been a software developer for over 25 years, and one of the things I saw during all that time was a lot of projects fail. So I said, well, what I need to do is help companies find better talent. Rather than trying to make an assembly line out of software development, you need to be looking for good, qualified people that can do the job. And then process, although you still need process becomes less important when you have the right people involved. We do our own custom software for clients. We do co-sourcing and outsourcing with clients where we actually build the team. So when you build a team, whether it's for a race car team or for a software development team, you need to have the right people in the right position that have the right knowledge or the right talent and the right passion to do a good job. We thoroughly interview all of our candidates. About 75% of the people we submit are hired the very first person, and if not, it's usually the second person. We don't want to waste our clients' time. Staffing's a big part of our business, but custom software development is too.
And Kevin, how did you get involved with the world of motorsport?
Just flipping through the channels, and I don't even care about auto racing at this point. And all of a sudden, as I'm flipping through there on Speed Channel, I see World Challenge. I think this is 2005. And I saw Viper. A Viper? I didn't know they raced those things, And so I got to watch it and I said, wow, this is pretty interesting. Well, then all of a sudden, they ended the race, and one of the guys was getting out of the car. He came in second, I think. And he was getting out of the car. This is Bob Woodhouse. I mean, he's, a much older guy than I was. So I paused the TV. I run in and get Susan. I say, look at this guy. He's old, he's bald. You're getting out of this car. I can do this, And so you looked at that and says, shook her head. I ordered the car the next day. I think it's great. Anybody who wants to come out here and drive, it's a wonderful environment. You can learn, you can time trial race, get better and better at what you do and enjoy it and enjoy the people. Because that's really what it's all about.
A sight no doubt making John and Doris proud. A near-perfect formation as they took the green. Booth having a look on the outside, almost making it 3 wide. Ferguson then shut the door before finding himself alongside Lassier. And then Winkler out of turn 2.
Heck of a start. They were side by side through the first few turns.
Stout edging away. No problems with turns 3 and 4. Everyone through this time. But trouble again for Hartley on cold tyres, running wide, allowing Lassier to get by. Ferguson also overstepping the limits into the hairpin for the first time. Winkler getting a run, the pair nearly touching. Winkler then making it stick to start lap 2. Stout also under pressure, Whelan diving into the hairpin, brake smoke, and not a hair between them. Stout not having any of it. Lap 3 and Whelan tried again, this time into the chicane, taking the lead.
Jim was giving me quite a challenge in the first few laps, and Then when I got out and got some clean track, just kind of got into a kind of a reasonable groove and just tried to keep consistent.
His performance surprising stout.
I don't know what he put in that tank, but he was kind of rude with me on the race. He just drove away, and for a while it was a spectator sport, and then when I couldn't see him, it was kind of ugly.
Meanwhile, heartache for Saturday's winner, Stokey's gearbox giving way, and Loudon under pressure from Moore, who gets a run. The hairpin causing more trouble the next lap, opening the door to Todd and Trevor Nelson. It wouldn't be Todd's day though, out of contention. While Frank Danielle pushed Greenman hard for the lead in GT3. And Hartley redeeming himself, passing Lassier out of the carousel. But he nearly runs wide again. Also battling hard, Ferguson and the Ferrari.
I had a lot of fun with Jim and his Ferrari. We traded positions and then almost got him back on the back straight where he went off all four. And
the commotion allowing Moore to catch up. The battle for third also intense. Another small mistake coming out of turn 16. And while Hartley wasn't cracking, the same couldn't be said for his car. Out of the chicane, Lassier with another run on Hartley, but Hartley holding on. Winkler right there. Lassier closing in again on the final lap. The pair approaching traffic. Past the Porsche and the Corvette, Winkler stuck. Neither Lassier or Hartley giving an inch. Both of them in the grass.
Boy, we were going side by side through the S's, and he was stronger in places, and I don't think my front end was totally from the accident yesterday 100%, so he had a little stronger than me, but boy, we had a great fun. It was awesome.